Alright, so a while back I made a video about PixelOccult decks in general, and now that I've had some more time to read with all of them and get a deeper feel and opinion, I wanted to do kind of an after action. For me, in my particular situation, if I wasn't moving, which I am, and having to pare down my decks, and if I hadn't made the decision that I'm going to just one Chaos Oracle and one deck outside of that, then I would probably keep all of them because they are all gorgeous. But because I'm not, I wanted to talk through why I made the decisions of what to keep, what to integrate, what to pass along, in hopes that it might help you make a similar decision. So there are three here. There is, let me make sure, Neon Moon on the left here, the Cyberpunk Tarot in the middle, and the Wildwood Tarot here on the right. Wildwood Tarot is mixed in with a portion of the Chaos Oracle here, so you can see what I did with that one. But this will give us enough to talk about the differences. So Wildwood Tarot is Thoth-based. It comes with two different strengths, so you can use the renumbering as Crowley did in his, or you can keep them in the normal, like the Rider-Waite-Smith numbering. These are more Rider-Waite-Smith-ish, but they blend both elements. The big thing is for me, because I'm often reading on stream and I'm often switching between decks, is the Neon Moon Tarot redoes the suits. So instead of wands, cups, and coins and swords, we have wires, vials, zent, and arms. This became more of a deal than I thought it was going to be at the start, because when you're switching between multiple decks, you go wires, wait, wires, fires. I found myself getting hung up on the renumbering more than I expected that I would. It also redoes the names of the court cards. So you have apprentice, agent, supervisor, and executive in place of page, knight, queen, and king, respectively. Again, if you're using this as your primary deck and you have more time to study just one deck, very easily overcomable and worth it, in the sense that it, again, one of the biggest things I love about PixelOccult is it allows you to, their approach to the tarot allows you to address these cards more androgynously. So if you have a male querent, they're not instantly identifying with the kings and the knights in the situation. You can see these from both sides, and because it might be an aspect of someone in the situation that doesn't match, there might be a nurturing aspect in one of their bros that's represented by in this case, a supervisor. Okay, you can figure that out. It's harder to see your bro as a queen or part of your bro as a queen in traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, and this gets around that. I love that part. But when you get an agent in the middle of a reading in isolation, it's less easy to remember that this is the knight if you're used to, as I am, reading it as the knight. So that was the reason that this one, to me, I will probably pass along to someone else, which again, was a very tough decision, but I don't think I love it enough to break it up into the Chaos Oracle, given that I already have the Wildwood in there. The thing about Wildwood is the art style, while it's still got kind of the anime influence in it a little bit, it's a little cel-shaded, it's not 100% like an oil painting. But I found it to be a little more serious and therefore can be a little more generic. The cyberpunk one is a specific genre, so to speak. The reason for these, that again, I didn't make the choice to integrate this deck, was when I'm reading them on stream, it can be hard to tell the difference between some of them. Like, this is a 7 of Wands, and this is the Page of Wands. And if you look at these top little corners, if you're not familiar with the imagery, which again, if this was my primary deck, you just get familiar with what the image is, and then you can read it just fine. But when I was switching between multiple decks, these were really hanging me up. This, though, that I'll miss. The huge letters and the presentation of it. This is just fantastic. So I don't know. I haven't completely made the decision on this one, whether or not I might take some of the majors and integrate them into the Chaos Oracle. But for now, it's just the Wildwood. And it's for the aesthetic reasons mentioned before. So if I had to get just one, if it was a question of what would be my main squeeze personally, if I was getting just one of these PixelOccult decks, I would go with the Wildwood. That's for me. But if you're super into the aesthetic, you love the monochrome, then it's hard to go past the Cyberpunk Tarot. And then the Neon Moon is also gorgeous. And it's the greatest thing about this is it's doing its own thing. That can be demanding for a reader. It requires you to remap your brain to this sort of different system. But that's a good thing if you have the time to accommodate it. I just don't in my particular practice at the moment. I hope this helps someone else. You know what to do if you want more of these kind of thoughts. Thanks. Balance and power.